Hello and welcome to another episode of Tech Fanatic official cryptocurrency series, your guide to the cryptoverse. I hope you had a good Christmas and in a few days it's going to be a new year. So there are a lot of games coming right now, and I think most launchpads are now switched to launching games. Now, do I think it's a good news? Yes, because I love games, I love metaverse, and I love NFTs. Not so active on NFTs, to be honest, but at the same time, some of these games will not do well, and some of them will almost go to zero, and some of them will do super well. Just to give you an example, for example, Sidus Heroes is now almost from private price, almost 100x. So that's just showing the fully diluted value is really high, to be honest, and probably it's not going to stay that high, but I'm just showing you the potential for some of the games. And at the same time, there are some games where their price is almost close to the private sale or seed price. So if you see this project, for example, they started at 234 and now is 10 cents. So do your due diligence, do your own research. There's no doubt that the narrative right now is gaming, but at the same time, doesn't guarantee you that if you're investing in a public sale or private sale or even just buying it off the market, you're gonna make a profit. So definitely do your own research, see the narrative, see what's different for this particular game you're interested to invest in. And if you enjoy playing it, actually play the game, because play to earn is the topic of the season. Now, I wanted to quickly cover 4 or 5 projects that, to put a disclaimer, I have invested in, and I like these projects. I don't invest in a project I don't believe in and I don't like. And sometimes I might be incorrect as well. Sometimes I personally not got wrecked, but didn't make the profit I was expecting. So I'm not saying you must follow me. But what I'm saying is these are the games I have done some research. I think they have good potentials, and I'm going to explain to you why. Now, each of these projects today I'm going to talk about, which is 5, I've either done a video for them, explaining them in detail, or I'm going to cover them individually in the next coming weeks. So the first one I'm going to talk about, and this one I'm going to do a dedicated video as well, is Kingdom Carnage. I have been following this project for a long time, and the reason I've been following it is it has a cool gameplay. It's quite different. It's a trading card game, but it's a different type of trading card game. If you are in the play to earn environment, you would see what the typical ones look like. This is quite different, and it has a really nice gameplay. It already has loads of videos you can search on YouTube. I'm just browsing one, for example, to see how the gameplay looks like, how you can play it. And it's a playable game right now. It's been out for, I think, almost a year. And there are many people who support the project and doing demo on how it works. I'm going to explain it in greater detail once I'm doing a dedicated video, but now you can see some of the aspects of it just by watching this video. So it's a card game, it's a turn-based sort of game, and it has cool graphics and cool storyline. Now, why I like this game, apart from the game and gameplay, is they're already on Steam. How many games right now do you know that are blockchain based and are on Steam network? I don't know many. If there are many, please let me know, increase my knowledge and improve my knowledge as well. But this one by Capital Studios is developed last year. It's already on Steam. You can download it on Steam. You can play it. It's a free to play, and it has all the reviews as well. So that's one bullish thing to have. And the other thing is they are backed by Engine. So they're directly backed by Engine Network. And if you quickly have a look on their pitch deck, or if you look at their website, they're powered by Engine, which means they're fast and there's no gas fee, because this game requires a lot of dealing with NFTs. And if you see the videos, you'll see how these NFTs are used for this trading card turn-based game, for sending the NFTs, for trading the NFTs, for melting the NFTs, to interact with smart contracts. They are on Engine JumpNet right now. And they also have a lot of instructions you can check on YouTube. Again, how to use the Engine JumpNet, your Engine wallet, to purchase. So being almost gas-free and fast is something that's going to immediately differentiate them, because Engine, as you know, is a project that's for gaming. It's a network dedicated for gaming and NFT projects. So they are already built on the right JOMNet. They're already on Steam. They already have a demo, not demo, sorry, they're already playable, and they already have a lot of users. If you go to the social media like Telegram, if you go to their Twitter, you'll see a lot of people who constantly discuss the project. They're selling their NFTs, they're trading the NFTs. It's already there, which means it has an adoption and user base. And it's important to have that user base, because if you don't have a user base and people don't play it, then that in-game economy of play to earn would have some trouble. Now, I can't go through too much detail, as this video is not dedicated for Kingdom Carnage. There will be another one in the future, but I guess I would just quickly highlight as well that they have a really favorable tokenomics for all the investors. So if I quickly jump into the tokenomics, you can see that they have allocation of 5% for partners and 12% for the team. So the team has less, and token sale is 25%. But when you go to the token sale, you'll see that the seed has 0% on TG and 6 months cliff. Now, of course, the price they get is almost 3x from public, or 2.5x, but they have to wait for 6 months before they get the daily vesting. So there's no way seed can dump the tokens. And then Strategic has 3 months cliff after the TGE for 5%. Private has 10% TG and 1 month cliff. So as you can see, they're strictly doing this vesting. And then public and private were a similar price, 15% TG, 1 month cliff, and then 3 months daily vesting. And initial market cap here is showing 270,000, but it might change. And if it does change, in my dedicated video, I'll update you. But there is definitely a tokenomics that's favoring people to play the game, and also for earlier investors that might make a lot of profit to hold and support the project for at least 6 to 12 months. So that's basically being set up for success. The other part is that they're going to launch on very good launchpad. So they're going to be on Engine Starter on the 11th of January. They're going to be on Red Kite on the 12th of January, and they're going to be on GameFi on the 13th. So Engine Starter, Red Kite, and GameFi, they're all gaming specific launchpads. So Engine Starter only launches games. You can see here, all gaming. Similar to GameFi and Red Kite, I've seen 1 or 2 DeFi projects, but 80–90% is gaming. So Kingdom Carnage has the good launchpad selected. They have good backers. They have good tokenomics. They're on Steam. They're backed by Engine. They use Engine. They're already out, and they have good tokenomics. So do your own research, but I think this is a really, really good potential project to invest, basically. So this was the first one that I wanted to talk about. The next project that I'm interested is going to be, so for Kingdom Carnage, I'm going to do a video as well in the next few days. And before actually moving to the next one, they are having, I'm going to put this Twitter link on my YouTube channel. Basically, they're having a chance for you to have an allocation in the public sale. So they have a Gleam contest. Make sure you participate in the Gleam contest. I'll do it as well, even though I'm invested. I want to have more allocation. So you'll have a chance to participate. And good luck with that. So I'll put the link down in the description. You could use my referral link. And if you use my referral links, of course, it's better chance for you, better chance for me. Now, moving to the next one, Legends of Mithra. Now, this game has some, initially, if you just look at it, some really interesting concept, right? So they are partners with Algorand and Vax. They're playable on mobile and App Store, and also on PC. And then they've got a really interesting concept of gaming. So I haven't seen many projects in a similar fashion. So it is again a play to earn sort of game, but the differentiation, as you can see here, they already have a big focus on the storyline, and you can see how it's more of a combination of RPG strategy type of game, and also the characters are unique. A lot of these games that I look at, they copy the characters or similar characters that they use in non-blockchain gaming to apply in blockchain gaming. You don't see that with Legend of Mitra. You don't see the copy paste of those storylines. They have a really unique story. Now, if you want to get more information about the project, there's a white paper. So if you look at the white paper, basically the story of the game is you're in a kingdom and they're suffering from the curse of the Crimson, and you're forced to flee your place for safety and with the family and survivors to move to another place. And your subjects gather resources, and you know the story, less of the story. You're going to have a village, you're going to grow the village, and then you're going to prepare in the future for some fighting with the other war with the other empires. So this is a sort of typical I guess Age of Empire type of stories that they have, but you have different choices as well. So they have different storylines. You can have battle, or you can support actually people in this game. So there's different type of storylines that they have, and depending on the storyline, you can decide the next bits that you participate in. Now, this is a player versus environment, and it's more for people who don't want to do the PvP mode and want to follow their own, storyline. They have different clans, they have different campaigns. And what I like about this project is, if you check the tokenomics, the project is going to be cross-chain. So they're going to be on Clayton Network, they're going to be on Chronos, they're going to be on Algorand, they're going to be on Binance. So how many projects right now we see that are on Clayton, Algorand, and Chronos? There are going to be more, but you don't see much right now. So having that unique gameplay combined with being on blockchains that are not yet fully adopted for gaming will automatically make Legends of Mitra more bullish, because we have hundreds of projects right now on Binance. So if it's just on Binance, it's going to be another game on Binance. But when it's on Clayton, Chronos, Algorand, it's going to quickly attract the community on those networks to participate in this project. And also, of course, the gas fee is going to be low. Now, the tokenomics is also really favorable again, just like what I mentioned for the other projects. So they're going to have a private sale at 10% TG, 12-month vesting. Public sale is 20% TG and 20% each month. And the seed is 10% TG, 3 months cliff, and then 12 months vesting. I don't have the prices in this slide, but I have checked the prices, and the prices are not significantly different. So maybe I think from memory, seed, for example, might be only 50% different from public. It's not like some games, which I showed you already, the graph on CoinMarketCap, that the seed for some project was 5x the public price. I think that's a really dangerous activity to do, because it might hurt the public. Now, I like the tower game as well. So in this game, you have the skills and towers. You're going to have perch. You're going to have healing, scavenging. And then you have the different towers, cannon towers. You have arcane mage. You have light mage. And the graphics is really interesting for me as well, because I have seen the playing some of these games. The graphics is suffering. And this is not something I'm seeing from the Legend of Mitra. And when I do the dedicated video, I'll give you more detail on how it looks like. And probably there'll be more information about the project closer to date as well. But you can see, this is a type of game I would play outside blockchain, because it's a tower game. It's a player versus player, or player versus environment. I could totally see something like this, on Steam, for example, and playing it. So that's why I would recommend thinking about it and investing. But again, do your own research. In terms of where they're going to launch, they're going to, I think, launch on the 9th of January, and they're going to launch on GameFi again, Red Kite, which are the good launch pads for gaming, and Oxbow. So closer to the next video that I make, I'll give you all the details you need for this project. But stay tuned for my next video. Now, the next project I'm going to cover is a really cool concept. The project is called Gigan, and they're basically going to do luxury NFTs for the metaverse. So they call themselves the NFT gateway for the fashion and the luxury items in metaverse, and also in the gaming ecosystem. So they have NFTs that are backing these luxury items. And the concept for this all-in-one solution is you can digitize and track the life cycle end to end from production all the way to delivery. You can unlock the market in the blockchain space, because right now you don't have a huge luxury fashion item market in blockchain. And of course, you can use different applications to check your NFTs on DeFi, and you can bring your wearables into the metaverse. So what you can do, you can have custom NFTs based on these luxury items. By the way, these are not definitely brands that Jigen is working with, but they're just giving you a display just to see how it works. But you can see many use cases for these NFTs. Some of them I can think of is, you have this NFT. Imagine you're participating in imagine you want to go and buy a bag that's really rare. Right now, you have to line up, or you have to go online, or you have to participate in a competition with other people. I'm talking about outside NFT to buy this rare handbag, to buy this unique shoe. But with Jigen, if you participate, for example, in the Launchpad and get success in purchasing that NFT, you could then use that wrapped NFT to go and claim your item. And then you still have the NFT, but it's like a capsule. Your NFT is already removed, the item inside it, but you still hold the NFT as a purchase receipt that this item is yours. You can think of it in other ways as well, like the warranty and evidence of purchase. Or if you sell it to someone else, you just move the NFT from your wallet to another person. So that's one of them. And the other part is, think of bringing your luxury watch or glasses into a metaverse. So they're going to partner with metaverse as well. And you have a character in metaverse. And for example, you have your Gucci bag certified and shown on metaverse. So this is also something that's going to come in. And I totally see that happening next year or the year after. And Jigen will be the first in the industry for this. So as they say, flex your NFTs in the metaverse and in your favorite games. You can claim the physical version in their application. So that's when you have the NFT, and then you go to the shop and claim it using your NFT, and they're going to be cross-chain. They have really good partners as well. So the token as well has, holding the token has a utility. For example, you will have access to, depending how much token you have, you get exclusive drops and access in the platform that they have. Of course, staking and governance. Governance will help you decide, hey, what sort of designers, what sort of artists we want to partner with. And then the last thing is 60% of the fees are going to be used to buy back and burn the tokens. So immediately your price is going to go up, and they only have 100 million tokens. So it's quite limited. And 4% public sale, 6% seed sale, 10% team, 5% advisor, 22% private. You see a very good distribution. There's no skew towards a particular side. The team is also a group of people who are already experienced in the fashion industry, and they have partnership with the fashion companies, which I cannot disclose right now. I'll check with them next time and see if it's possible. But I was just going to quickly show you how it works. And then I'll do a dedicated video for them as well. This was just more of a quick information, how it works. But this is, for example, what I said. This shoe is wrapped. And once you use the application and go and claim this Nike shoe, this NFT remains, but the shoe is removed from it because you've already got the shoe. And that will just serve as your evidence. I purchased it. It's probably your warranty, probably your just evidence of holding. And if you sell it to someone else, you can move it around. So that's really interesting concept to have. It's actually trying to make use case of fashion in the metaverse. And this is something I'm interested to see, because a lot of people are in fashion, and why not have fashion in the metaverse? In terms of token price, as I'm quickly showing you, the public is double the price of seed, but seed only gets 5% TG, whereas public gets 20%. Private gets 7.5%, and it's almost 50% cheaper than the public round. but the private round has 1 month cliff and then linear 9 months distribution, whereas public is going to be 20% and then 1 month cliff, and then rest is 20%, 20%, 20%. So as you can see, the tokenomics is not favoring any round. Even public round needs to be committed to this project for 6 months. Private needs to be committed for 10 months, and the seed round needs to be committed for a year and a month, so 13 months. Initial market cap is 247. They did raise money, but not huge amount. And that's why the fully diluted market cap is 9 million. And I was surprised because it's a very low fully diluted market cap compared to 40-50 million market cap that these projects are bringing fully diluted. And if you think about even having one luxury store in the city, in a metropolitan city, that would already be like $5 million or something. So I totally see it's a fair market cap to have for this project. And I like it because even though I'm not very big on NFT yet, I think this one is something that I would be interested and be in the use case. So I'll be doing a video on this as well. They're gonna have the TGE and IDO around 18th of January, the date to be confirmed. They've already done one of their sales. Pretty sure it was on Oxpool, but they're gonna have their launch on Engine Starter, and that's gonna be around again 18th of January. So stay tuned. And also Jigen is now running a competition where if you go to their Twitter, let me find Jigen for you. If you go there, basically they're saying that you could change your display image and use one of the 10 display image they have, like the Bored Ape Yacht Club or other famous NFTs, and wear Jigen apparel. I put it as your profile picture. 10 people will be whitelisted, guaranteed, for Engine Starter IDO. So you can go to Nifty Tailor and then wear this Jigen match for your profile pic. Make sure you participate in this if you're interested, and I'll put it also on my channel. So that was about Jigen. Now, the next one I'm going to quickly cover is more about Hydroverse. So Hydroverse, I did a dedicated video. You already know about the gameplay and the project, but what I like is they postponed their IDO. So the IDO was going to happen mid-December, but because the market was not favorable, they postponed it. The IDO is going to be now on 6th of January, and TGE followed by that. But they've already released the game. So, I mean, the beta game. So there's not full functionality. That's just a little bit of functionality of the game. But right now you can go and participate in the beta testing. I'm going to put a link on that as well. But, you know, you can choose your dragon. You can go for training. And, oh, now I have to play it quickly because I pressed on it. But yeah, you can basically participate in part of the beta testing because they want to make sure it's ready to go as much as possible just before the IDO starts. And that's something that's quite bullish because a lot of the games don't have any playable demo. They just show pictures to you and they don't show anything on how the game is going to look like. They've already done their alpha 2 weeks ago. This is the beta. And basically you train your dragon, you participate in racing, and you know, you raise your eggs. I'm now stuck in this video trying to finish the game. But basically, when you participate in this training ground, you can basically, okay, finished. You can basically get experience, you can get points, and use this potion and points to upgrade your dragon. When your dragon is upgraded, then they will be competing with other dragons in the race. So I'll put a link as well for this one. I just wanted to cover that how Hydroverse is having the beta testing right now. And the final one is Universe Island. I have covered a dedicated video for them, the Universe Island. I am super bullish on it because it has really cool graphics, really cool concept, the NFTs and collectibles. It's a good metaverse as well. Now, they've already done the CDFI Launchpad IGO, and I think they had another IGO on Moonstarter. TGE, I would expect in the next 3-4 days. They'll cover the dates for you, but I would say latest is in the first few days of January. So once the project is out, Universe Island, make sure you follow. Usually in the first few days, it goes up, and there will be a bit of a dump by private sale and public IDOs people. As soon as you see a bit of dump, make sure you purchase, because this one has good potential, I think. Everything I say, again, do your research, no financial advice. It's just my personal opinion, my personal interest. Now, in the gaming space, we're gonna see huge number of games coming from January. And I can tell you already, I'm in talks with so many projects. So I would say from the beginning of Jan to mid June, you will see a huge influx of gaming projects. And if this year just started more of a 2000s quality of game, early 2000, you'll see now 2010 sort of PlayStation 3-4 quality gaming coming to blockchain. And probably the year after, you'll see top quality gaming coming. Also, some news that Sidus Heroes is going to have their NFT sale on the 6th of January. So if you have Sidus coins, make sure you hodl them, because you can use them to purchase the Academy NFTs. And the Academy NFT is the one you need to use when you want to play the game. So I hope you enjoy watching this Christmas New Year edition of updates. I'm going to do many gaming videos, especially for a few of these projects that I just covered briefly in early January. Please make sure you like my video. Please make sure you subscribe, because the more people who subscribe, the more people who follow my channel, it helps me partner up with better projects. It helps me provide some benefits for people who watch, maybe competitions, maybe whitelist spot, and also give you up-to-date information. So again, thanks for watching this video, and see you next time. Have a good New Year coming soon.